What's up, MFers? Whoa, too windy. Let's go back home. Just kidding, guys. We fish all different types of conditions on this channel. Yeah, got the old sexy black beast right back behind me, Black Betty, that is. And look at that, we got a sexy lake right out here back behind us. It freaking, you know, I had plans to fish early this morning. It stormed its ass off, and so I was like, no, don't really want to get struck by lightning, so I waited a little bit longer. All of a sudden, the damn front blew through. It's freaking windy, bluebird conditions. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go fish in bluebird sunny conditions today. Today's video, we are going to be hopefully catching some fish, maybe on frogs. They might be out deep. They might be on a big swim bait. I have no freaking idea. You know, I don't need to have like a video idea every time I go out, like fishing with top water only challenge or spillway fishing, tiny creek challenge. Like, no, we're just gonna go out. We're gonna break down this body of water, and you guys are gonna learn how to go catch some fish on your bodies of water in your lakes this time of year. If it's really windy, if it's really hot, if you got grass, if you got offshore stuff, hopefully you learn something today. Let's get the boat dumped in and go start catching some of those. Let's go. Okay, let's get started out here in the windy prairie, Midwestern plains stuff. I'm gonna start offshore. Gonna start on a little rock pile. You know, we don't have a cloud in the sky. Wind's blowing 97, but that's okay. That doesn't hurt anything. And we're gonna fish out offshore a little bit and see what the hell happens. That's what we're gonna do. There we go. So, yeah, we accidentally caught a slaunch, guys. We hooked one anyway. Oh, that feels right. That's a giant. That's a dadgum giant. First fish of the day. Little offshore spot. Net's not out. That's smart. Got ourselves a hammer slugging. Oh, hi, big curl. Hi. Nice to see you. Yeah, that's a big-headed slaunchosaur. He just spit up a lizard. You can see the lizard spit up. Okay, we're just gonna start the day with the little 4.5 pounder guy. The old creature bait action. Boom. Hi, MFers. Welcome to the episode, Catching Offshore Bass. Meh. Alright, I'm jacked about that. Pretty badass. Get him back in. Other company that decided to come in on us real tight. How fun. Gotta love it. Just like trolling 15 feet in front of my boat. That's neat. Dickhead. I know the GoPro's a wide angle lens, so it probably looks like he's ways away. But his trolling line is literally like about to touch my trolling motor. And I'm the only boat on the lake right now. Bad thing is you got a kid on board too, so you're teaching him that bullshit. Terrible. Still there. Just gotta make a perfect cast right to the rock pile. Get out of there, you little peckerhead. Middle of the day, in a windstorm, at the boat ramp. We're just catching frogfish, giants too at that. Look at this guy. We're gonna spot lock, because otherwise we're gonna be 200 yards away. This little dickhead, hungry guy, chubby guy, not a keeper guy. God damn it. Got you that time, sucker. Oh! That was a freaking big one. Damn it. In the brush pile. We got frogfish, but they're not big. But daggone, that's fun. Just throwing the old little regular, it's a live target frog. I like this one for throwing in this scummy abyss, the really thick duckweed and stuff. This guy cuts through really nice, weighs a lot, so you can skip it, you can make a nice depression in that grass. Apparently there's fish that are eating, I just don't know about the quality of these frogfish. Get out of there. Yep, Mr. Brush Pile Fish. Come here, bud. Well, we got a couple patterns developing. One is frogging up shallow. The second is throwing a creature bait in the brush and rock piles that deep. Not a giant, 2-pounder. Not like that first one we got, but I will take him. Get out of there. That might be the better kind right there. He ate it on the fall. He's fighting. Nope, was not the right kind. Only a 4-pounder. I didn't think I got a very good hook in him. But hey, let's get back in there quick. I think the school might be fired. I just side imaged that pile right there, and it looked like there was some friends and that guy ate on the fall, which usually means, one, I dropped on his head, which isn't the most likely, but two, there's probably a group of them and they're competitive. Let's see if I can do it again. Get out of there. Yep, another brush pile fish. Deep is definitely winning the battle so far. That little create your bait chewer, again, not giant, but look at that guy. He's got cool little markings on him. Little healthy 2.5-pounder. We'll take him today. Hopefully you guys can hear anything I'm saying in this damn wind, but basically what I'm doing here is I side imaged all these brush piles and rock piles. So you can see that side image in there. If you're not familiar with it, it shoots out to the side, basically an image of what is around your boat. So it's a super efficient way of scanning water and seeing what's out there without having to drive straight over it like you used to have to with traditional 2D sonar like this right here. So basically, I got this waypoint marked right here. It's only about 20 to 30 feet away from the boat. And I just make a long cast as I hit my spot lock to go off. Basically all I do, oh God, grass floating on the surface. I'm struggling out here right now. It's freaking windy, but I'm gonna cast out past it. I'm gonna drag my creature bait or jig or crankbait, whatever, right over the top of that. And it's summer, it's hot. The water is 82 degrees, which I guess isn't really that hot, but we're in the middle of summer. We've kind of had some rain, which probably brought the water temperature down some, but I'm just gonna pop this bait right through that brush pile and hope I don't get snagged like I'm hung right now. But and all my bites have happened like the first time I've gotten through it. Do we have another one? Ah, we got fishing line, that's a problem. Woo! Back where we started, where we caught our biggest one of the day. This wind is blowing. One reason I like being out right now is this is an uncomfortable way to fish, and I like to fish when other guys aren't fishing, or fishing areas where they wouldn't be fishing. All the boats that were on the lake, I think I saw 4 today, they are all gone. They all left. It's about 1:45, hottest part of the day. It's about 94 degrees right now. I just looked on my phone and the wind is ripping, but we're catching fish. Slowly but surely we're chipping away at them. It's my favorite way to fish all year. Kidding me? Sucks, just getting ready to pick up and go, and then I freaking pulled over a tree limb and dunk and dropped it. I don't know what the freaking deal is. Some of these bites though, a lot of these bites have been insanely light, which isn't usually the case when you're throwing a big black and blue creature bait with a big weight on it. I don't know. Don't know what the deal is today. It's probably a timing deal. The bite might not be better till later. Maybe they bit really well this morning. I don't really know. But right now they're biting funky. New spot. Okay, had my pecker out. I was taking a whiz. Come here, bud! Woo! Peeing fish. I don't think I got pee all over my shorts either, so we're gonna call it a success. Look at that! Not a big one at all, by any means. But I will take it. Hopefully you guys didn't see my chicken. If it is, Brian's gonna have to edit it out, but another healthy 2-pounder. So I was doing some scanning and I actually noticed something that might be familiar to you guys if you remember when I went down and fished with Casey from 6 Cents down at Lake Conroe. But I found a bunch of bream beds, bluegill beds off the side of the graph. And so I was like, I'll give it a try. I saw some fish next to it. I wasn't sure if they were bluegill or bass. And I've thrown this brush hog in here several times, haven't gotten a bite. And all I had to do was pull my chicken out and get a little chum line going with my urine. And that's huge. I mean, that's probably just the tip of the day. If you're having a tough bite, of course, make sure there's no one around. You don't want to expose yourself in public. I'm not telling you guys to do illegal stuff again, but if you're not getting bit and you're using a brush hog like this, then definitely stop and take a whiz and let your bait just kind of soak for a minute. And this has been just a tip. Damn it. Ah, why are these fish biting so stupid? Pith balls. You freaking popped it and ran back into the brush pile. I don't know if you felt me. I think I stung him a little bit. I don't think he's gonna bite again. Maybe I got one of his friends excited though. Okay, been fishing for about an hour and a half, 2 hours now. Got into a little bit of a protected area right here and a couple patterns definitely emerging. Hopefully you guys can hear anything I'm saying. The wind is absolutely ripping right now. There's not a whole lot I can do as far as fishing up shallow for the most part of the lake. But when I am up shallow and finding somewhat slick, calm conditions, like this is somewhat protected enough that I can throw a frog. They're eating a frog and the cheesy stuff that looks just like that right back there behind you guys. And then another pattern that's emerging. The first spot we went to, an offshore spot, so there's some rock and some brush and stuff, and I caught a big fish on the old creature bait. And the creature bait, I rigged Texas rig. It's a black and blue one. The water's not very clean today actually, and so that's why I'm throwing black and blue, especially, you know, down there in 8 to 25 feet of water wherever we're fishing this guy. And then I put a big tungsten bull weight on there. It's a 3/4 ounce weight, which is a little heavier than a lot of guys like to go, but I want that bait down there in the bottom, banging around that brush pile. And honestly, I'm not gonna feel a whole lot out there in the white caps if I don't have that big weight on there. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of focus on that a little bit. I did just notice one thing though. We came around the corner, there's a creek because it rained all morning this morning, that's dumping in a lot of muddy water. So we came around the corner and the water looks a lot cleaner. So I'm thinking kind of fishing some of these grass edges, jetties, stuff like that, all the way working back that way where the wind's blowing down into that other arm of the lake, and fishing like a hinkle shad or a swim jig or something right on that edge. But so far, we're getting some bites. Bites are kind of funky out deep. They're not super aggressive on the frog either. I've had a couple blow up and miss it, but we're gonna make the most of today. Hopefully catch some slaunches. Let's do it. Yep, look at this guy. He's a little overzealous. Come here, bud. Dirty Mr. Hinkle Eater. I was wondering what the hell. I thought I snagged some grass, but it was just this giant fish. Dude, chill, 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 chill. I'm gonna put you, I knew that was gonna happen. Every time you go to stop one on the ground, they pop that top spine up. But hey, I guess he's bigger than the bait, barely. That's neat stuff. God, I was wondering, I was like, why, how is it possible to not have one eat the hinkle by now? Finally it happened. There we go. Another hinkly fish. Come here, bud. Hello. Hi. Yeah. Sorry, I get excited when I catch them on big swim baits. I think I'd rather catch a 2-pounder on a 9-inch swim bait than a 3-pounder on like a swim jig, which sounds really stupid, but another fish, not a big one. Came down to some isolated timber. You can just barely see the stick ups in here. Thought maybe, just maybe, I'd be able to pluck a big one. A bunch of grass mixed in too. But I thought I'd be able to get a big one to come up off of one of these stumps. Maybe I still will, but just that little dude so far. Woo! That is some damn wind and effort. You know what? We didn't catch a freaking giant fish today. I got super excited when we got here because the very first fish that I set the hook on was like a 4.5 pounder with the frame of an even bigger fish. And after that, it was all downhill. But hey, we figured a few things out. It's always good to not just randomly catch fish. But we got out there, we caught them. I noticed right away fish were in the brush piles. They weren't in them like crazy. There wasn't a bunch of fish or a bunch of big fish, but they were pretty much in almost every single brush pile. The first time I went through it, I would at least get one bite in the majority of them. Now, I also found some fish frogging, which is, you know, to be expected when you have grass that looks beautiful and sexy like that. And I even got a couple fish, albeit not big fish, to go and eat the old hinkle shad. Yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. Hopefully you enjoy these type of videos where I just go out, break some stuff down, and hopefully you learn 1 or 2 things that can help you go catch some fish this time of year. It's super hot, finally out of the wind a little bit, and I am freaking steamy. Let's get the boat pulled out, head back home, and back doing some adventures tomorrow, doing some bank fishing. I think maybe some spillway fishing. I don't even freaking know. Just having a damn blast out here. Do what I love, you know, catch some fish, some swatches for you guys. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm out of here.
I'm not sorry. I can't help this love like mine.